Welcome to our Collective Tech channel today. We bring you the which to buy in 2021, Nintendo Switch versus Nintendo Switch Lite. If you're after a Nintendo Switch, then you've got two options, the versatile standard Switch and the compact dedicated handheld Nintendo Switch Lite. But how do you know which one's right for you? We've weighed the major pros, cons, and specs of both versions of Nintendo's console to help you see how they stack up. So keep watching for more on how the Nintendo Switch Lite versus Nintendo Switch face-off pans out. Before we continue, please hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon to get more videos. So here it is. Design: Nintendo Switch Lite versus Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch Lite earns its name by shedding inches and ounces and a key feature off of the classic Switch design. First off, you'll notice that the buttons are permanently attached to the Switch's body, unlike the detachable Joy-Cons found on the standard Switch. And while the Switch has long been a portable console, it was likely a bit too large for some pockets and pouches, so it makes sense that the Switch Lite takes up less space than the Switch. And at 9.8 ounces, the Switch Lite is 30% lighter than the 14.1 ounce Switch. Nintendo Switch Lite has been praised for its sleeker design, and its D-pad is a welcome improvement. The console's matte finish isn't a fingerprint magnet, in case you were worried. While this might not be a crucial thing for you, the Switch Lite replaces the 4 directional buttons on the left Joy-Con for a traditional D-pad, which Nintendo calls the Control Pad Plus. In our Switch Lite review, we found the D-pad to be dependable for basic platformers such as Super Mario World, but a bit too small for harder 2D action games and fighting games that demand pinpoint precision. Nintendo Switch Lite versus Nintendo Switch Display. The Switch Lite's shrinking size also applies to its screen. The Switch's little brother rocks a 5.5-inch touchscreen that's trimmed down from the 6.2-inch touch panel in its predecessor. Both LCD displays sport a 1280 by 720 resolution. Despite its smaller size, the Switch Lite's display is comparable to that of the Switch in terms of color and brightness. And thanks to the Lite's thinner bezels and more uniform design, the screen is even a bit more seamless and immersive. Switch Lite versus Switch Games. If you get a Switch Lite as a present, but expected a regular Nintendo Switch, don't worry. Most of the same games play on both. That means you'll be able to enjoy top titles such as The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening, and Super Mario Maker 2, regardless of whether you buy the Switch or Switch Lite. The Switch Lite technically doesn't support games that are built for TV or tabletop mode. Fortunately, there's a workaround for this. You can easily pair your Joy-Cons or Pro Controller with the Switch Lite, enabling you to enjoy local multiplayer so long as you have a means of propping the light up. Switch Lite versus Switch Play Modes. While the Nintendo Switch's dock allows you to switch between TV mode and handheld mode, and even detach the Joy-Con controllers to hold them separately, while the Switch is on a tabletop, the Switch Lite isn't playing that game. Instead, the Switch Lite is one non-detachable brick whose controllers are permanently connected, making it playable in handheld mode only. It doesn't work with Nintendo's dock either. Switch Lite versus Switch Battery Life. The Switch Lite is rated for 3 to 7 hours, which is better than the original Switch, approximately 2.5 to 6.5 hours from 2017. In our Switch Lite battery test, which consisted of a continuous 8-player Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Battle, the handheld console lasted for 3 hours and 50 minutes of continuous play. That's an hour more than the result we got from the 2017 launched Switch, but an hour less than our result from the 2021 Nintendo Switch battery test. Switch Lite versus Switch Price and Value. The Switch Lite definitely appeals to price-conscious gamers, as well as the price-conscious parents of gamers. Going by RRP at $199, the Switch Lite is 2/3 the price of the original, and as we've noted above, there's little that it can't do in terms of playing most games in the Switch library. However, $299 offers more ways to play for the extra $100, so you'll need to weigh which play modes are most important to you. Switch Lite versus Switch, our recommendation. As you might guess, the Nintendo Switch Lite is best for people who want to and will be predominantly gaming on the go. It's also $100 cheaper, but its $199 price tag is still not something I'd classify as a cheap impulse buy. The Switch Lite is lighter and smaller, but all of its trade-offs will make it a tough sell for gamers who prefer to play on a TV or want to be able to easily get a tabletop play session going. The Lite's battery life is longer than that of the launched Switch, but the 2021 Switch refresh has the best runtime of them all. So, if you play games on your TV, you'll probably want to stick with the standard Nintendo Switch. And, ultimately, having a Switch that actually switches, it's the whole point of these consoles. But you can't go wrong with the Switch Lite either, which is arguably Nintendo's best handheld console to date. That's it for which to buy in 2021, Nintendo Switch versus Nintendo Switch Lite. If you liked our video, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Comment down below your favorite part from the video.